We are live. Good day, my loves, my dolls and debonaires. We are live at this time. So today I want to talk about my success plan. Okay. So let's go to the PowerPoint, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day today. I definitely am. So it's a good time. So your personal success plan. This is basically about you having the ability to put yourself in position so that you can progress or grow in life. I talked about it in my pilot podcast that I did make, doing what you have to do to be the person that you want to be. And so this personal success plan plays into that. And we're going to start with the personal mission statement. This is who you are, what you are about, what your drive is for you every day. When you get up and grind, this is your why. This is your must. And I'm just going to read you quickly what mine is. I courageously utilize my God-given talents and abilities to energetically create inspiring ways to creatively teach others how to be more joyful and prosperous in their lives. I am continuously striving to help others reach beyond their imagination in order to create a healthier mindset, allowing for a more sustainable, abundant lifestyle. So that is my personal mission statement. So what you want to include in your personal mission statement, look at me all tongue-tied, is your gifts, your talents, your strengths. Find out what makes you the best person you can be. Like, what is it that quality, that je ne sais quoi, only you have? And I'm telling you, you may not think you do have that, but you really do. Everybody does, because nobody is the same person. Nobody is. The only reason why, let me just say this, the only reason why you would say that you may not have that je ne sais quoi is because you're living a mediocre life. You are not going after that thing. You're not going after being the best person you can be. And sometimes, not having this extraordinary type dreams or anything like that, that doesn't make you less of who you are. And that doesn't make you inadequate. We all have our best selves, and we should strive to be our best self. So what is it? What's that one thing, or two, or three, or four, or so on, that you do so well? For me, I love financial services because I love numbers. I love solving problems. I love educating others, especially when I learn something. I am a big geek. Like, when I learn something, I want to tell it to the world. So that's why I have a background in brand management and marketing, because if I find something that's educational that can benefit me as well as others, by all means, I am giving it to the world. And so that's why I am in financial services and branding and marketing. It just fits for me. And it's my rhythm in life. It's my pattern that I set up. It's truly me. It's allowing me to create mindset. It's putting me in situations where I have to be courageous. It gives me energy. Just last night, I was looking up properties and assessing, qualifying them. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I know I need to go to bed. I know it. but I was so energized. Those things right there lets you know, hey, you're in your groove. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You want to create a statement that gives you life. So when you read it, you like, okay, I'm ready. I am so ready. And when I hear creatively teach others, I love being creative. I love doing different things to teach others. Like I said, anything that I learned, I love sharing it with the world. And energetic, I have to be energetic. If I'm talking to individuals all day and I'm pouring out, I have to be at a certain energetic level to keep that excitement with them. Not saying that it's fake or anything, but it's just that level of engagement and awareness. It really takes a lot of out of you. And so you have to be energetic. You have to be ready. So also with energetic, I have to be in a position where I am feeding myself, whether it's food or mentally, even physically with exercise, so that I can be prepared and be energetic. When it comes to, like I said, imagination that deals with my creativity, a healthier mindset, a sustainable, abundant lifestyle, that plays into my love for financial services. Learning how we can all be the richest man in Babylon. When I read that book, it transformed my thinking. And when you have a thinking of lack, you're going to find lack in your life. When I read that book, I'm telling y'all, richest man in Babylon is the bomb. Is basically he's telling you principles to build your wealth, but the overall theme is everybody can be wealthy because not one person can do everything. You're going to have to outsource or reach out to someone else that can do it better than you or that can do it more efficient than you. It's always going to be one person, somebody that can help you. And so why not have your own wealth and continue to circulate the wealth within each other and other businesses and individuals so that all of you can be wealthy, but all of you are still having that synergy and you are cooperating together and you're working together. So create an action that you know is going to create a reaction. You want to list your best qualities. Like I said, I'm very creative. I love taking risks. And so, like I said, you have to be courageous when you are stepping out on faith, when you are stepping out on that in that unknown. You have no choice but to be courageous. And one time I found myself um, believing like, yes, I have the faith and I believe, but yet I lack the faith and belief within myself. So you don't want that disconnect because that disconnect can cause confusion. It's going to cause distractions. It's going to hold you up. And what you want to do is list your best qualities so you can say, hey, I can do this. I can do that. Oh, everyone loves this about me. And you'll begin to see yourself uplift. And you'll see yourself, you know what? I am beautiful. I am confident. I have strength. I have a voice. I have a vision. And I know, even though where I am now, I'm going to grow into where I want to be. And so with that, you want to meditate and envision your best self because when you're able to see it, subconsciously, your mind cannot tell what is reality and what is perceived. And so if you telling your mind, hey, and I love using this example, I'm a millionaire. You continue to tell your mind that. And I'm telling you guys, I tell myself every day, I make $1 million a day. I make $1 million a day. I make $1 million a day. At first, when I was saying that, I was like, my mind was saying, girl, bye, let it go. You ain't making no $1 million. I can't tell. And then it began to be like, what ways are you making that $1 million a day? What are you doing to make that $1 million a day? Is it in assets? And so my mind began to say, oh, okay, well, this is how I'm making $1 million a day. And I can meditate on it. And I began to see myself making $1 million a day, having those things that comes along with making $1 million a day. And so I meditate and envision it. And when I say it now, I can say it confidently. I make $1 million a day. And I can do it with a smile on my face. My mind does not reject it, and my heart says yes. So meditate and envision it. You want to plant that seed within yourself because everything begins within you. When you grow yourself, you will begin to see your reality change. And you want to take daily inventory of your life. Like, start learning who you are. I had to learn who I was. I knew in high school I was a risk taker. Like I said, I did what I wanted to do. And I felt like, hey, I will face the consequences later. And as an adult, that hinders you. Because if you still have that same mindset, oh, I would do it, and then if there's any consequences, I'll learn later. And so just learning that about myself, that's where I was then. Well, that is not conducive to where I am now. And so that is something that I am still changing, and I can see it changing within me because I am consciously aware of who I am. And so I consciously every day make an effort to be a better me. And so my personal mission statement is something that I wrote probably like a year ago, and it's going to change. Your mission statement is going to change. I wouldn't say this is my last do-all mission statement, but it's a good start of where I am. So when I first started, it took me about a good 30 minutes to really put this mission statement together because I really took the time to learn, to really say, okay, what is it that brings out the best in me, but still allows me to say, okay, get it done when I read it. And what it does is it changes your focus. It changes your focus from the problem, and it focuses on you becoming the solution. And that helps change your mindset. So the personal mission statement is just to change your mindset. Yes, you heard it before, vision boards. I love vision boards. And the bad thing about it is I probably have about 10, but I did put one of the pages in here. But you may have heard me talk about vision board before, but the great thing about a vision board is it reinforces your personal mission statement. You can put things on there that pertains to you now, where you're growing to. It's a way of showing gratitude to yourself. It's a great way to express those things that you really want. It's a great way to see your accomplishments because you're able to check them off. I actually had just some goals I had listed probably a good 6 years ago. And I went back. It was in a whole nother journal. I went back, read over it, and I was like, hey, I actually accomplished some of these things. Let me check them off. And I realized, like, okay, I'm still working towards that. I don't want to do that anymore. And so your vision board is just a confirmation of your visions so that you can see it every day. And it holds you accountable. It's a daily reminder. It'll keep you on track. So when you see it, it not only feeds you power, but it's like, okay, I gotta get to work. I got some things I want to do. Ooh, whew. I was just having one of them days, but when I looked at my vision board, it set me right back on my path and gave me that needed energy to continue to do what I needed to do. So this is an example of just words. If you don't have magazines or anything to where you can print out pictures, go to Dollar Tree, buy a dollar board, and start decorating that mug with affirmations, with whatever it is that can feed you positive energy. That's just it. You want to feed yourself positivity. Like I said, when you grow, your reality grows around you. So this is an example of mostly pictures. If you have the ability to print out or cut out pictures, then do so. Put those things out there that you see yourself doing and being and having. And this is an example, this is a page out of my journal. And there's two things I want to say about this. One, get you a journal. Get you something that you can write down your days. I mean, I'm talking about just your deepest thoughts, just getting it all out, just pouring it out on paper. It's something about writing. When you're writing, you're connecting. And if you ever notice, if you're writing from your heart, everything just spills out on paper and you walk away peaceful. Well, that's what it is for me. But this is an example of one of many of the vision boards that I have. It's what is your flavor. Put your own flavor on it. Like, do what you got to do to get where you want to be. That's the whole thing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Because when you stop living life. And that's what I don't want. And so, like I said, this is an example of my journal. And if you follow me on social media, you're going to see my journal pop up on pictures. You'll see me, I think I put it up before, what I have in my journal. I think I recorded and showed it. But I love writing. And I don't want to stop writing. I think that's one of my ways of escaping. And I know I will be a best-selling author. So I'm going to continue to write. But a journal is a great way to write down your mission statement, go back and see how your mindset was. I love going back reading how I was then and comparing it to where I am now. Not in the sense of, oh man, I can't believe that. But no, like, okay, no. This only shows me my patterns of my thinking. It's showing me my patterns of my actions. And so it allows you to see, hey, I need to change some things, or, oh, this is a good quality of me. I had a really good day that day. I remember. So a journal also helps with you finding out and being the best you can be. Next, with your success plan. Okay, so now you got your vision together. You have your mindset ready. You got your mission statement. You are ready to take on the world. But hold up. You got all that together, but you have to have your household together. This is where we come to the spending plan. Budgeting, I think, is sexy. You know why? Because you feel more confident. You are more assured of yourself. You know, again, where you are going. And it's just a great life life uh what's the word I'm looking for? It's a great way to breathe, I guess you can say. It's just it saves you more money in the end. It's going to save you more of a headache because you're able to track what it is that you want. You're able to see, like, hey, you know what? I can, if I do this and this, then I can go on this trip. It's a great way to reward yourself. Just because you're setting up a budget doesn't mean you can't include entertainment, going shopping, charity, those things. Include those things that make your lifestyle. But just know some things may have to get cut. And you should always be planning and strategic about your future. I mean, who wants to get to the age of 50 and realize, oh shoot, I don't think I'm ready for retirement. I don't think when I hit 65, I'll be able to comfortably retire and not depend on social security. You don't want to live like that. So you want to think about these things as early on as you can. Um, you also want to, it makes you aware of your good and bad habits as well. I've noticed, like when we were doing our taxes one year, I noticed that I ate out a lot. I probably spent too much. No, I spent a lot of money just eating out, and I was like, okay, I can't do that. But I know I love to eat out, so instead of bashing yourself, think of a question. My question would be, okay, if I want something, how can I afford it? Okay, I can find a rental property. I can find two more clients to help that can afford it. I can do a freelancing job. So asking yourself a question will help you really brainstorm those things, and it sets up a good habit for you. Let's say you want to go on a vacation, and you can either have a mindset of, oh man, I'm never gonna be able to go on this vacation. Oh God, I don't know how I'm gonna get there. Can't you just fit? You can just feel yourself just going down, down, and down. When you notice it, stop. Pick yourself up. All right, I want to go on this vacation in June. Okay, it's March, April, May, June. I got 3 months. How much is it going to cost me to go on this vacation? Okay, it's going to cost me 5,000. If I divide that into 3 months, that's about $2,000 a month. Okay, I need an extra 2,000. I know that I can do. If I get 2 clients a month minimum, that can pay for my trip. If I go ahead and get 3 clients a month, I have my $5,000. I'll have it before the third month. And that allows me to have that third month with $3,000. I can have extra spending money, but also I can put that extra money into my savings. Start thinking wealth. How can I build? When it comes to money, how can I utilize it? Money can be a powerful thing, and money can be, uh, it can tear you down or it can bring you up. Too much of a good thing is bad, right? Okay, so if you're spending too much, isn't that a bad thing? If you are making more, is that a good or bad thing? It's a good thing. It only turns bad when you are taking from your family time to make more. It turns into a bad thing. So think of the good that can happen from making more money. Think of the good habits that come from saving more money. So too much of a good thing can sometimes be a good thing, is what I'm trying to say. But disclaimer, it depends on what that thing is, okay? So I'm gonna say Tashana told me, oh, too much of a good thing is good. So okay, I'm gonna buy me a whole new wardrobe. No, that's a bad. No, 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 I didn't say that. Assess the situation, okay? I'm not gonna keep babbling. Oh, you guys, please forgive me for I don't please forgive for this slide right here. But basically it's saying you can go to EmbellisHer.com where we have a spending plan in our finances section. You are able to you'll be able to have that spending plan. You're able to track your expenses for 30 days. You're able to set up your fixed expenses. It gives you tips on what you can do to cut back on costs, and you can also set up your budget that way. I would definitely recommend getting that spending plan. Let me see, is there anything else I should touch on? Just to recap, be the best you can be every day. Take little bites, little steps. Don't get discouraged. You will get discouraged. I'm not going to act like you're not, because you are. But during those discouraging times, go back, read your mission statement, look at your vision board, envision yourself in a better place. If you feel like you just stuck, you just can't get out of it, there's nothing you can do to get out of it, then I would say sit back, relax, be still, go into your meditation mode. Meditation is a beautiful thing. You will realize a lot of things. You will come out rejuvenated, renewed. Um, the whole thing is don't limit yourself because of your present. Don't limit yourself because of what you see others do. You feel like you cannot do the same. Don't limit yourself. Okay? So until next time, peace and love, dog.